You're watching the Frye Show on Rider Nation Station, brought to you by Minster Bank, Plus One Professionals, Albert Sporting Goods, American Legion Post 323, Fowler's TV, Eagles Lodge 767, Speckman Automotive, Auglaze Audiology, Rabel's Auto Service, American Manufacturing Solutions, VFW 9289, Auglaze Equipment Rental, Guarneri's Pizzeria, Vogel's Bake Shop, Schaff Auto Sales, Miller Funeral Homes, and Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
Well, hello once again, everyone, and welcome to the Frye Show. Week number 5 of the high school football season. I'm your host, Joe Hurlbert, alongside head coach Frye. And first of all, Coach, OG, tough loss, but we can bounce back.
Oh, for sure. I think we started off very slow, and it kind of just snowballed on us. But we know where we're at, and we know that we're close in a lot of areas, and we just got to get back to doing Rough Rider things.
Let's take a look at the Western Buckeye League standings as they appear after 4 weeks of play. Van Wert Cougars and the Shawnee Indians, both undefeated in the Western Buckeye League. Both are 3-0 on the season. Both are 4-0 on the season. Then in league play, it's Bath, Ottawa, Wapak. They're 2-1. St. Mary's, Elida, and Salina are all 1-2. Defiance and Kenton still winless in the Western Buckeye League. Overall, the Bath Wildcats are 3-1. OG and Wapak, and St. Mary's and Elida all find themselves with 2-2 marks. Salina and Defiance are 1-3, and the only winless team in the Western Buckeye League is the Kenton Wildcats. And we mentioned last week that they're starting a freshman quarterback, and we know what Kenton will do. They'll take their licks as during his freshman year and kind of mature him along and get him ready for sophomore, junior, and senior years. For sure. Well, last week's scores in the Western Buckeye League look like this. Bath defeated Elida 27-7. Salina defeated Kenton 21-20. Shawnee defeated Defiance 10-7. Van Wert and Wapak had a close battle, 55-45. Van Wert came out on top. So this week around the Western Buckeye League, it's Bath at OG. That should be a good ball game. Mm-hmm. Defiance is at Kenton. That could possibly be a good ball game, considering both of their records. Wapak and Shawnee, Elida's at Salina, and of course, the Van Wert Cougars will come to Grand Lake Health System Field to take on the Rough Riders. Coaches, we do each and every week kind of update us on how your younger programs are doing.
Yeah, we'll start at the JV level. The JVs won last week. They've lost 1-1, 2-1, 2-1, 3-1, close there. So they're playing good football. Our freshman team went to Piqua last week and won 30-6. So freshman group's playing really well. Our 8th grade won last week as well against OG, like 30-6 or something like that as well. So they're now 3-1 as well. And our 7th grade group are winning as well.
Now, you bring some freshmen up as far as the varsity level on Friday nights, but is it difficult to find freshman games? I know some teams don't even, like Defiance, they brought all their freshmen. Are they able to put a schedule together?
We travel all our freshmen anymore. Mm-hmm. We started traveling them because we have a smaller sophomore group. But it's week by week. You'll go to one week, like they'll plan on playing a freshman game, and then they'll say, no, we're not going to play freshman this week. We just want to play JV. So that it kind of puts you in a limbo trying to find a game of that. So the goal was just to play them all in JV football this year, but then not enough kids were getting reps. We said, let's try to find as many freshman games as we can, and we're still progressively adding freshman games as we go. And
it's got to be tough on the players to know that you're getting ready to play a freshman game on whenever, and then all of a sudden you get things that no, we're not playing this week.
With
so
with the numbers in football anymore, though, it's hard for a lot of teams to field freshman football
I'm sure.
teams. Mm-hmm.
Well, we're entering the midway point of the season this week, and excluding the wins and losses, we're not going to talk about wins and losses. How do you feel you're at this point in the season? Is it where you had anticipated, more work to go, or pretty much on schedule?
I think we're at about where we deserve. From our fundamentals, from our blocking, from our tackling, from our heart at times. I think 2-2 is what we deserve right now. I think we could easily be 4-0. We could easily be 0-4. But I think that we have a great senior group of 15 seniors that want to get better and want to improve. So coaches, players, everybody in general has to get better for them quickly.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, let's jump into our clips. The Rough Riders last week against OG picked up 270 yards of total offense, 116 yards on the ground, 154 through the air, which is unusual for the Rough Riders to have more passing yardage than rushing. But nonetheless, the Rough Riders used, I believe, 7 running backs in the backfield. So you're sharing the wealth.
Mm-hmm. We're going to continue to use a lot of running backs because we have a lot of running backs. But like I said earlier, those running backs have to block. If they're not blocking, if our O-line's not blocking, it's hard for anyone to be super successful. So we need to get all 11 on the same plan and continue to rotate kids in and out of the backfield.
Exactly. This first play here is Colton Mabry. He gets tripped up. Now, Colton only had 2 carries for 15 yards, but this is something you probably, as a coach, don't want to see. Somebody just reaching out a hand and stopping your running back. He should be able to run through those.
Yeah, big deal here is that we preach it, and we preach it, and we preach them, and we have to be better as coaches to get to pick their feet up. That's the number one thing. It says pick your feet up, pick your feet up, pick your feet up. But it takes time.
It does. Mm-hmm. This next play is a incomplete pass to Tanner Howell. Gavin on the night, though, was 10 of 20 for 153 yards. He threw 2 touchdown passes, and he also threw 2 picks, but just overthrew the ball there.
Yeah.
This next play is good blocking on the corner. Got good offensive blocking and a nice run by Tanner Howell.
That was Braden Hemmelgarn there, but it was a good run. That's a buck sweep, a normal buck sweep. We're getting guys out in front. We're not breaking the long ones because we're not finishing. We're not always going downfield. We're not always blocking every single point of attack. Finishing it, you see a block right there, not finished. If you finish those, they'll go.
Right.
So.
This next play, this is a play that probably gives you early gray hairs. This is a play where your quarterback just basically drops the football.
Yeah. Well, I think gray hairs. I really like my hair, so hopefully I don't get any hair. I don't want to lose it. If it goes gray, I'll be okay. But yeah, definitely. But I will say that Gavin's a very, very good wing T quarterback.
Right.
So we have to put Gavin in positions to be a great wing T quarterback.
Sure.
And when all 11 are doing their job, Gavin's a good quarterback.
Right.
When only 8 are doing their job, Gavin struggles.
Yeah, that play there just looked like he just lost the grip of it.
Yeah, he's fine. We're going to continue to get better with him.
Absolutely. This next play is Braden Hemmelgarn. Again, he's come in. He's starting to play good football. He had 10 carries for 29 yards.
And Braden continues to get better. He's a heck of a running back, and we knew going into the year we felt and we still feel that he's one of the best running backs in the league. Like I said, he's practiced for 2 weeks, so he needs to keep getting reps and keep getting better.
This is another overthrown pass to, I believe, Tanner Howell. This is in the second quarter. Yeah, that's almost a pass you just need to complete.
Yeah, he needs to set his feet, deliver the ball.
This next play is Hemmelgarn again. He runs a counterback and picks up good yardage here.
You can see it from him, though. He's going sideways a little bit too much. Because he hasn't had those reps, and he'll continue to get better the more reps he gets. And we're excited for him. We're excited to see what he can actually do when time comes.
He just seems like he's a hard-nosed player. He's going to give you 110%, whatever side of the football he's on, because he does play a little bit of defense as well.
Yeah, very good kid. He's a very, very good athlete, so probably the best athlete on our team.
Yeah. This next play is Tanner Howell picks up a first down. Good blocking at the point of attack. Your O-line pushes them back.
Yeah, it's a surge, and we're getting guys on people, and if we can continue to do that, we're going to be just fine.
Now this here's a double handoff and a halfback pass. I think it falls incomplete, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called our handback pass. We run it all the time in practice. It's just has to be executed better.
And this here, we haven't seen this play, I don't believe, all season. It's a quarterback option here.
Yeah, we were doing some different things. Did they work? Maybe. Is it us? Maybe sometime. But we have to get better at being who we are.
This here's a nicely executed pass play. This is a 72-yard touchdown pass from Reineke to Tanner Howell.
Yeah, that's just wing T football, wing T passing up front and in the second. I mean, in our receivers and everyone, and the guys getting downfield and trying to block. Those are huge. So if we can continue to do that, we'll be all right.
Now he drops the ball in the end zone, but I don't know if the touchdown actually was the fumble recovery or if he was in before.
I believe it crossed the plane, is what the official said.
We run a screen pass, nicely executed to Hemmelgarn.
Yeah, when we execute it, we're pretty good.
Got 3 blockers
out front, putting bodies on people, and I mean, good things happen when you block people.
Now, we talked a little bit about playing some kids both ways on offense this week. Braxton King was one, but there's a pass to Hamelgarn for a first down. We noticed that Ty Kill, who usually is a defensive back, played a little bit of wide receiver for you.
Yeah, Ty Kill continues to play. He's played split end for us all year. You just don't notice him because he's blocking a lot of the times.
Right.
But yeah, he continues to come over, and we rotate guys, especially our skill guys. They rotate back both ways a lot. Here it is here, catching here and getting vertical. He's a good receiver. We can get him in there. And
he's a good athlete as well. And then this last play we have offensively is a touchdown pass to Braden Sullivan.
He's a kid who continues to get better, Braden Sullivan. We were asking a lot out of him from the halfback to he was a linebacker last year, so he lost some weight. He's playing safety for us. He's playing halfback now, so we're asking quite a bit and things he hasn't done before. So he's getting better.
On the defensive side of the football, we gave up 35 points, and really I think the player to stop in this ball game was their quarterback, Landon Johnson. He threw for 243 yards, 1 touchdown, although the defense did pick him off twice.
Yeah.
So they finished with 367 yards of total offense. Colin White, their wide receiver, had 5 catches for 134 yards and 1 touchdown, but let's take a look at this. This is probably not how you would like to start the ball game.
No, we talked about setting the tone and coming out of the locker room ready to play, and we did not from the first snap. It's like we were trying to catch up from this point on. So.
And this next play for OG is the second play from the line of scrimmage, which will set up the third play, which is the quarterback sneak for the first score.
It's a good tackle here by Braden. Or he actually misses it, but he was filled right. He just didn't make the tackle. And I always said it was all that's written on our board in there this week is blocking and tackling.
Yeah.
If we can block and tackle, we're going to be much better.
And this is just the quarterback sneak for their first score.
Yeah, we just.
So really, you find yourself in a hole early. So it's really a mental aspect now. You got to get your offense back, get them back prepared to get on the field, and make some things happen offensively.
Yeah.
This next play here, this is almost a pass picked off by Brandon Bowers.
Yeah, close, right? Kind of like we've talked, close.
Yeah.
Close doesn't win football games.
No, exactly. And then Drew Dameyer continues to play well, makes his presence known at linebacker.
He's playing with a lot of heart, a lot of love, and a lot of drive.
As a matter of fact, he knocks the pass
I've been very
down.
impressed with him. He continues to keep doing that. He's having a good year.
This stop right here gives the ball back to the Rough Rider offense. This is good defensive play.
Yeah, guys in position. Close.
Yep, absolutely. Then Braden Sullivan gets in on the act. He's a nice big hit by Sullivan.
Yeah, Sullivan, he usually tackles very, very well. So, like I said, he's an old linebacker that we moved to the secondary. So he can play in the box or he can play deep.
You'll see him on the same play. You'll just see him slide over and fill the hole.
Yeah, that's very good football. When you bring in guys to the ground and wrapping up and finishing tackles, good things happen.
This here is just a good, solid pass defense by your defense.
Yeah, the guys in the right position. When they're in the right position, good things happen.
I think one thing when you talk about last week's game as we continue to watch the clips is that the key to this game is you got to have a short memory.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You
Even
can't dwell
on
on anything.
even
especially on defense anymore in today's world. You can't sit around and think about the last play. You got to move on to the next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is a Dylan Giesecke sack, I believe.
I think was this one for the safety.
Oh,
yeah, this is our safety here. We got in there and got the safety, which we started to get some momentum back. We started to get our life back, but all 3 phases then have to come back together and play together then at that point.
And great enthusiasm.
Yeah, our kids, they play hard. They love football.
This play here is the Giesecke sack. I think Dylan continues to play solid defensive end for you.
Yeah, he plays with a motor. He makes tackles, and then we have to continue. He's going to have to continue to do that if we want to get back to winning.
And this is just an outstanding athletic play by Hemmelgarn. This is the pick.
You see it.
He just took it away from him.
Yeah, you see it from
Boom,
him.
got it.
You see it one, and then you see it from him every few plays because it's coming back. It's just like I said. It takes time. People don't think we'll practice, and practice matters.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. This is nice defensive play by Ty Keel.
Ty has guarded some very good receivers this year.
Yeah.
It started from the Finley scrimmage. He's covered one of the fastest kids in the state of Ohio. Won the 400 in the Division I state.
Really?
In the state championship and the 400 in the track, and he covered him well.
And I guess,
long,
and you as a coach like to see that.
Yeah.
You just coach. I want the best. I want to cover the best.
Yeah,
player
and he's done that. He's done that until he's been playing with great confidence and playing against guys that are playing above himself, and he's going to have to get back to doing that if he wants to be successful.
And this is Drew Dameyer on a quarterback sack.
Like I said, Drew plays with a motor. Anytime you play with heart and play with a motor, great things are going to happen, and that's 95% of defense.
Right.
Tackling and playing with a motor.
Yeah. Brandon Bowers gets a pick, and this is good. This is a nice play. I think he tips it in the air.
Yeah.
And then he comes down with it.
Yeah, he's bringing it in there. He's making the play. I said we're close, man. We're right there. Right?
Absolutely.
It's just, and guys like that making plays, that's I love to see.
And then this play right here, this is pretty close to the end of the ball game. This is just a typical how the whole night went.
Yeah, that
you got two guys back in defense. Boom.
Yeah. Coach Yale and I were sitting down on the bus ride home. It was quiet, and everyone was mad at the world. And we looked at each other and I said, that last play on defense might have summed up the whole night.
Yeah,
just in position, but just not there, and
exactly.
not getting it done. Which that's on us. We'll get that fixed,
right,
and
exactly.
we know that.
Special teams play. This particular play here is just good coverage by your special teams on a Brandon Bowers punt.
Yeah, Bowers continues to punt well. He's a great punter. He's a great kicker, and we'd like to use him less in the punt game and more in the kicking game.
I hear you. And I think he might have moved up as the #1 punter in the Western Buckeye League.
He did.
I think.
Yeah, he did.
So this next play is just a breakdown here on special teams. I think they returned it for pretty decent yardage.
This is the difference between them getting the ball on the 20-yard line and the 50-yard line.
Exactly.
Sullivan's our contain man here, and he dips inside.
Yeah.
He's taught to play contain all the time, and he dipped inside, which we got to coach that better. Obviously it's something that we didn't coach enough to get done, and it'll be done.
This is just nice punts coverage. And one thing about Brandon when he punts, he gets some hang time on it.
Yeah, he can put it in the air, and he continues to, and he's going to there. You saw Tanner on that one. You saw Tanner was fighting outside as a contain guy. That's what didn't happen on the last one. So
this is good second effort by Hemmelgarn on a kickoff return.
Our kickoff return unit, we're still a work in progress. We're not getting the walls set all the time, and you look at your returner and say, why aren't the returner busting it in that? It all has to do with the guys that are blocking up front.
Yeah.
If we got that fixed,
yeah.
Our athletes back deep are good enough to take it back to the house.
Now we've noticed that Hemmelgarn's getting a lot on the kickoff return. Are they kicking away from Hal?
It seems like they've been kicking away from Hal.
But I'll tell you what,
Hemmelgarn, he's close.
You give him enough reps, and
yes.
he's going to
start
start kicking.
I said it. It's frustrating because we're close.
Yeah.
We're close to being the best team in the WBL.
Yeah.
So.
And here's an onside. Well, let's admit this is the. This is the return of the second half.
Yeah, this is when we kicked to Tanner. We put
Yeah.
Tanner back deep, and Tanner hits it really well here. So he gets. That's why they're kicking it to Hemmelgarn and not Tanner right now. But
exactly.
Hemmelgarn's going to come. He's
Absolutely.
coming. Yeah.
And then this here is the final. This is the onside kick attempt.
We started to get some momentum. We thought if we could get an onside kick, we may have a shot. We didn't feel like we were ever out of it, And it just isn't. Their kid, by the way, made a heck of a play. That was well coached,
Yeah.
well covered by that kid. Because right when it was about to take the bounce and go up in the air for us to pick, kid went down there and was tough and made the play.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to take a look at this week's opponent. The Van Wert Cougars come to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. We'll do that and more as the Bo Frye Show returns right after this.
You're watching the Frye Show on Rider Nation Station, brought to you by Minster Bank, Plus One Professionals, Albert Sporting Goods, American Legion Post 323, Valor's TV, Eagles Lodge 767, Speckman Automotive, Auglaze Audiology, Rabel's Auto Service, American Manufacturing Solutions, VFW 9289, Auglaze Equipment Rental, Guarneri's Pizzeria, Vogel's Bake Shop, Schaff Auto Sales, Miller Funeral Homes, and Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
Welcome back to the Bo Frye Show. I'm Joe Hurlbert, your host, alongside head coach Bo Frye. We want you to patronize our sponsors, as we tell you each and every week to do, because without them, we wouldn't be able to be here. They bring you the Bo Frye Show. They bring you the rules of the game on Friday nights with Zach Farrell and Mark Sisko. And, of course, they bring you Rough Rider football each and every Friday night, as long as we can get into the press box. Coach, the Van Wert Cougars come into St. Mary's. This is going to be a big challenge. They're the defending Division IV state champions. Mm-hmm. They're 4-0. They had a tough ball game against Walpock, mm-hmm. and they beat Walpock 55-45. So what do we expect? They've got some offensive personnel that kind of stand out. Their quarterback, Aiden Pratt, can throw. He can run the football. Connor Pratt is like third in the Western Buckeye League in catching. They got Crutchfield, who's a wide receiver. They got Nate Jackson back from a year or so ago. They got some returning personnel in key positions.
Oh, they're very they're loaded. We're very aware of that. Yeah, you have to, if we can slow them down at some point, and we got to continue to move the ball on offense, and we got to do things what we do. But they're definitely loaded on offense. They're loaded on defense. They're loaded on special teams. They have a plethora of athletes, and we know what we're up against, and right. We're not running from it.
Absolutely. Well, they come in as the number one ranked team in total offense, passing offense, and scoring offense, but they're going against a Rough Rider team that is number one in pass defense and number one in scoring. So it'll be a challenge. It'll be interesting. It might be just one of these games that the ball bounces the right way.
I'm not sure. I don't have a little genie or anything like that. All I know is that if we don't get better, it won't matter on Friday.
Right.
So we're focused on ourselves, and we're focused on getting ourselves better, number one. So.
Absolutely. Well, we wish you the best of luck on Friday against the Van Wert Cougars. That's going to wrap it up for another edition of the Bo Frye Show. I want to remind everybody that we'll be bringing you the game between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Van Wert Cougars on Friday. We'll be on the air roughly about 6:50, somewhere in that area. Check your phone, your iPad, whatever the case, for notifications as to when we go live. So once again, for head coach Bo Frye, I'm Joe Hurlbert. Until next time, so long, everyone.
You're watching the Bo Frye Show on Rider Nation Station, brought to you by Minster Bank, Plus One Professionals, Albert Sporting Goods, American Legion Post 323, Valor's TV, Eagles Lodge 767, Speckman Automotive, Auglaze Audiology, Rabel's Auto Service, American Manufacturing Solutions, VFW 9289, Auglaze Equipment Rental, Guarneri's Pizzeria, Vogel's Bake Shop, Schaff Auto Sales, Miller Funeral Homes, and Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center. Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.